Unexpected teams that almost became champions. Back in the summer of 2020, a young German team called RB Leipzig was about to shock the entire football world. At this point, Leipzig had only been around for a little over a decade, and almost nobody outside of Germany expected them to do anything special in the Champions League. They did not have any world-famous superstars, and most of their players were either under 25 or barely even known outside of Bundesliga fans, but their manager, Julian Nagelsmann, was just 32 years old and already being called a tactical genius. But what happened next is honestly wild. You see, Leipzig were drawn into a tough Champions League group with the likes of PSG and Manchester United, yet still managed to finish first, which was impressive enough, but then they got matched up against Tottenham Hotspur in the round of 16. Tottenham had just played in the Champions League final the year before, so everyone thought Leipzig would get knocked out, but instead, they played with so much energy and confidence that they completely dominated both games and won 4-0 on aggregate. After this, people started to pay attention, but most still thought the run would end soon. But the next team they played was even more intimidating, and what happened in the match is something nobody saw coming. The thing is, in the quarterfinals, Leipzig had to face Atletico Madrid, who were famous for their tough defense and experience in big games. Atletico had knocked out some of the best teams in Europe over the years, and their manager, Diego Simeone, was known for never letting his teams get outworked, but Leipzig did not seem scared at all. They scored first with a perfect header from Dani Olmo, and even when Atletico tied the game with a penalty, Leipzig just kept pushing forward and refused to give up. But the way this game ended is what really made people believe that Leipzig could actually win the whole thing. As it turns out, with only a few minutes left, a young American midfielder named Tyler Adams took a shot from outside the box, and it took a deflection that completely fooled the goalkeeper and went in. This was Adams' first ever goal for Leipzig, and it sent them to the Champions League semifinals for the first time ever. The entire team celebrated like they just won the trophy, and suddenly everyone was talking about how this group of underdogs was only one game away from the final. But what happened when they finally reached the semifinals is something that still hurts for Leipzig fans, because nobody expected it to end the way it did. What I mean is that in the semifinal, Leipzig had to play PSG, who had some of the biggest stars in the world like Neymar and Kylian Mbappe. And while Leipzig fought as hard as they could, PSG's quality was just too much, and Leipzig lost 3-0, ending an incredible Champions League run, and I post football stories like this one every single day. Follow if you want, the algorithm show them to you.